See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
Alcohol, right.
So first we'll start off with some of the looks that Jalen Brunson will be facing here. As interesting enough, Kyle Lowry started for the 76ers. So even them knowing that the Knicks have a bunch of rebounding guards and just a bunch of guys who love to rebound regardless. It's very interesting, but Lowry right here is their weakest help defender. And we're going to see him sag off completely from Josh Hart and occupy Brunson's space right here in the high post area. So you see he's going to get right in Brunson's way right here, and he has Embiid as a backup. So the rim protector's right here, Josh Hart wide open, and this is the kind of looks that they're going to give Brunson. And we're also going to see Maxey not be afraid of just staying behind Brunson. But that'll be further into the video. As right here, Brunson makes the shot, but we're starting to see some of the tactics the 76ers will embark on Jalen Brunson. So here's another perfect example of the looks they're giving Brunson. Notice that Tobias Harris has no problem chasing Brunson from behind. He's going over the screen. They have no problem with that. That's because they have Kyle Lowry once again completely sagging off of Josh Hart. So it's almost like they have Brunson worrying about the man behind him, which is a defending power forward here in Harris, and having Kyle Lowry back up Embiid in case Brunson beats him off the dribble. You see, Josh Hart is always going to be the man open. But once again, they got your guy Brunson right here, always in a triangle. Now, once again, right here, early in the possession, pay attention to Kyle Lowry. Josh Hart is his man. Look where he's at. Right now for the 76ers, Oubre, Embiid, and Kyle Lowry's all defending Jalen Brunson. Look at Kyle Lowry. Now, Josh Hart right here is going to make a cut. But, you know, Embiid being the ultimate rim protector right now, this is going to be a tough shot to make, but they're going to be able to draw a foul. Good pass by Brunson, but at least we drew a foul right there. But schematically, going into game 2, guys sagging off like this. Once again, right here, pay attention to Kyle Lowry. Completely sagged off his man and Hart. See with Oubre even just falling right here. Instead of pulling up for easy mid-range, you got Kyle Lowry as the backup. Once again, there's always a triangle of defenders getting into Brunson's attacking lanes. Same concept again. Look at Kyle Lowry. Look at Josh Hart throughout this possession. Damn. Josh Hart is wide open. Wide open. But again, there's that triangle again. Brunson once again. Let's see where he gets. This is the look. Look at Kelly Oubre's arm. Arm up, preventing the little mid-range pull-up. And Brunson, what he's looking at is not necessarily Embiid. He's looking at Kyle Lowry. So there's a wall right here formed. He has nowhere to go. But at the same time, he has to worry about the man that's trailing behind him. It's going to lead to this turnover. Something that will kind of neutralize this whole situation right here is if the Knicks had a threat at center who can just pop out and then shoot the 3. But the 76ers, knowing that the Knicks don't have that threat, it allows them to utilize this tactic right here of not only having the defender not be afraid of just going over the screen and preventing this mid-range pull-up, but also it feeds into the tactic of just having Kyle Lowry sag off of Josh Hart and actually pose as that help to build this wall to prevent Jalen from getting into that little floater game. Look at Hartenstein. He's not going to really pop out, and he's really not a threat from here to just hit the floater or just anywhere from the mid-range. He's not really a threat, and the same thing applies to Mitchell Robinson. So the 76ers, knowing that, it kind of helps them feed into this plan that they're utilizing right here. Now right here, you're going to see Maxey try to put Jalen Brunson in that uncomfortable spot. As right here, see, he has a chance to go in front of him, but he doesn't. He stays behind him right here on purpose. Also, look at Kyle Lowry right here, completely sagging off of Josh Hart. Wow, just completely. But again, let's look at Maxey right here. See, he's not trying to get in front of Brunson. Right here is where they want him, to make this mid-range right here uncomfortable. Look at Kyle Lowry once again serving as the help. Oh, man. Josh Hart has all day, but we're going to make him pay for that. But right here, once again, it gets real uncomfortable to take this mid-range. That's exactly where they want Brunson. Now, right here in this possession, we have Nick Batum defending Josh Hart. But again, because of the speed of Tyrese Maxey, they are not afraid of letting him chase Brunson, go over the screen and chase him. Once again, if Hartenstein had the ability to pop out, it will solve a lot of this. Of course, the 76ers will play drop back coverage with Embiid, the slower footed center, and Nick Batum serving as the backup, sagging off of Josh Hart. But again, right here, we're going to see Jalen Brunson being annoyed from behind. See, he kind of threw his shot off a little. But again, that's the 76ers utilizing the speed of Tyrese Maxey. Brunson right here, beautiful footwork. Rejects the screen. And look at Tyrese. Completely stays behind him. They got Brunson in a perfect triangle right here. So now with Mitchell Robinson on the floor, it's almost like the 76ers double down on this type of game plan on Jalen Brunson right here. As we're going to see Mitch on this roll, he's actually going to bring Embiid down to the paint. But Kyle Lowry already serving as the low man, completely sagging off of Josh Hart. Yeah, Mitch completely brings him down here with him. And Kelly Oubre is going to stunt right here. And it's going to completely throw Brunson off. While at the same time, Maxey's behind him, just preventing a pull-up mid-range shot. And leads to the turnover. But as you can see, Mitch not being a threat and bringing Embiid down there with him, it kind of clogs up the spacing when Kyle Lowry already sagged off, serving as the low man. Yeah, it doesn't leave Brunson much options right here. Yeah, he was already trapped from the beginning. This will be a crazy chess match between Tibbs and Nick Nurse throughout this series. So right here with Deuce McBride being hot and Bojan also, you see, now they can't sag off as much anymore. Deuce is hot. Bojan is hot. They're not sagging off, and now it's time for Brunson to cook as he's going to get a few one-on-one looks. Like, this is where Brunson cooks right here. So right here, once again, Bojan is hot. McBride is hot. We're going to see the respect. Look at the spacing right here. Brunson, plenty of space to operate. Batum respecting Bojan. Tyrese Maxey respecting Deuce McBride. Look at the spacing. Even though he missed his shot right here. You see what happens when guys start knocking down their shots. It opens things up for Brunson. Now with Bojan and Deuce knocking down their shots, the Knicks can actually go on the hunt. As they're chasing Embiid right here on this drop back coverage, look at the spacing they have right here. They're going to run this two-man action over and over because guys have no choice but to respect it. Kyle Lowry can only stunt. Same thing for Maxey. Same thing for Kelly Oubre. They can only stunt, but they're not going to make that full commitment that we've seen when Kyle Lowry in the first quarter, particularly sagging off of Josh Hart. So this two-man action has plenty of space to operate in, and Embiid playing that drop back coverage. Brunson is now on the hunt to score. See, once again, they're running it. And B is going to drop back instantly. And you know it's a pull-up. But now he has the spacing to get to his scoring bag. So this right here was beautifully executed by the Knicks. Just loading up the strong side, as we're going to see Josh Hart makes his run right here. And it's going to come two screens. And they're going to get the slower footed Embiid one-on-one with Brunson going towards the weak side. Brunson's going to catch the slower footed Embiid out of balance, and he's going to get the J. So as the Knicks began to get cold in the third quarter, as they were outscored 36-21, you begin to see right here the instant double team of Jalen Brunson, and they're relying on other people to make things happen as Dante knocks down this shot right here. But when things do tend to get dry for the Knicks offense, the 76ers will start double teaming Brunson and forcing other guys to make things happen. So with the Knicks struggling right here deep into the third quarter, we see the 76ers utilizing the speed of Tyrese Maxey as he stays behind Jalen Brunson on purpose and just stops that mid-range game from just happening. Now, Brunson was able to impact this game without really scoring as much or just being efficient by just not allowing the 76ers in transition to set up and just having other guys knock down shots. And a lot of this damage really happened when Embiid was off the floor. It's almost like the 76ers became a complete different team. Now, throughout this series, this will be a game of chess. Without Embiid on the floor right now, as long as Brunson gets his sweet spots, the Knicks should be able to get the offensive rebound at a high clip. As right here, we'll see Mitchell Robinson on the putback. But this has been one of the characteristics that kind of propelled the Knicks offense last year, as well as to the early part of this year, before we made the RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley trade. So right here, we're going to see Brunson coming down the stretch, get different looks from the 76ers. As Kyle Lowry and Maxey right here completely sag off their defenders. Completely. They got Joel Embiid as a backup protecting the rim. So Brunson right here is already too occupied with what move he's going to make to get past Kyle Lowry. And it's going to lead for the 76ers to end up getting a score. The Knicks right now only up by 1. Now, a few possessions later, up by 4. Watch Jalen Brunson right here create the spacing as he's going to reject this screen, which creates the space for him to knock down this jumper. Okay, so up 3. Jalen Brunson once again getting double teamed by Kelly Oubre. And Josh Hart comes up big. So with the Knicks being up 4 and the 76ers continue to have them gamble on who to make a play outside of Jalen Brunson, we're going to see Tibbs with a beautiful counter right here as they call for a high ball screen almost at midcourt. And that's because whatever direction Jalen Brunson chooses, so he can have a lot of space to go downhill. Well, this is a beautiful counter right here by Tibbs, as this is going to be a ghost screen by Mitchell Robinson. And it's going to leave Embiid to make a decision on the weak side, either to stick with Mitch or to come out and guard OG. We're going to see Brunson right here reject the screen. Look at Mitchell Robinson as he rolls. Embiid is forced to actually stay where he's at. And look at OG. Wide open right here. That's a high percentage three-point shooter right there. As the gamble for the 76ers did not pay off. So we'll take a look at it again. High ball screen almost at midcourt. Mitchell Robinson ghosts it. Jalen rejects it. Now, with the 76ers all game, we know they're going to double team Brunson. You know that's going to happen. So Joel right here is forced to make a decision. He's going to live with OG being open or just hoping Kyle Lowry or someone recovers. And OG's open for the three-point shot.